Kaley Erin O'Connor, the valedictorian, is the daughter of John and Christine O'Connor. Kaley is a member of the Rhode Island and National Honor Societies and is a recipient of the Harvard Book Award. She is also a Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Ambassador and a 2015 National Merit Scholarship Program commended student. Kaley has served as the Vice President of the class of 2015 for all 4 years of high school and has been instrumental in planning numerous fundraisers and events for the class. She has also pursued her love for music by being a member of the NSHS Concert Choir, Women's Select Choir, and Chamber Choir. Kaley has a passion for enacting change in the community and has been very active with the Students Against Destructive Decisions. This has led her to become a DARE role model, a MAD team spirit leader, and a member of both the MAD Rhode Island Youth Advisory Board and the Prevention Task Force Coalition. She has served on the New England Association of Schools and Colleges Committee and the NSHS Handbook Committee with the hopes of creating a better learning environment for North Smithfield High School. She has also participated in Unified Volleyball, Varsity Cross Country, Varsity Gymnastics, Student Council, the We the People program, and the Parsons-Brinkerhoff Collaborative Project. Outside of high school, Kaley has served the community by being a volunteer at Extraordinary Child, a local nonprofit organization, North Smithfield's Clean and Green Day, the Great Pumpkin Fest, and the Adopt a Family program. Kaley will be attending Brown University in the fall with a concentration in biochemistry. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium this year's valedictorian, Kaley O'Connor.
Good evening, class of 2015, and welcome everyone. Standing here before you right now, I'm overwhelmed by the magnitude of today. Have you taken the time yet to sit back and soak everything in? Has it hit you yet that you are graduating? I'm not even sure if I have fully processed it all yet, but to help I'd like to start with a quote. These wise words were first shared by Izzy Stevens on Grey's Anatomy, and I'd like to share them again with you. You never know the biggest day of your life is going to be the biggest. The days you think are going to be the big ones, they're never as big as you make them out to be in your head. It's the regular days, the ones that start out normal. Those are the days that end up being the biggest. I think this is applicable not only to today, but also to our past here in North Smithfield and to our future, wherever it may take us. It is easy to assume that today, June 12, 2015, is the biggest day of our lives thus far. All of our hard work and success throughout the past 4 years has amounted to this day, and we are about to embark on the next chapter of our lives. That's a pretty big deal. However, before today, we have all already had some of the biggest days of our lives. Up until right now, the biggest day of some of our lives might have been last Friday night at senior prom. Perhaps you realized as you found yourself dancing with all of your classmates for the last time that it was truly an important and memorable day. For some of us, the first day of senior year seemed like the biggest day of our lives. We have all worked extremely hard to get to where we are, and on that hot August day, it felt like we had finally made it. As we walked through the front doors with our tan skin and green and yellow tie-dye shirts, we were no longer the underclassmen. We were ready to be the leaders of the school, to be the captains of our sports teams, and to try our best to fight off the dreaded disease known as senioritis. Thinking back now, that day seems like forever ago, but it was an important day nonetheless. For those of you in band, jazz band, chamber choir, or women's choir, you may have had a pretty big day back in March at the Boston Heritage Festival. We are known for our music program here in North Smithfield, but there is still nothing that beats winning first place and nearly sweeping the competition. Aside from music, our school has been gaining recognition in athletics as well. Perhaps if you have been on one of our sports teams recently, like girls tennis, boys hockey, unified basketball, or boys volleyball, your biggest day was winning a state championship. Congratulations to all of the musicians and athletes who have had an incredible year. Let's rewind now and recall the first day of freshman year. At the time, this was easily one of the biggest days of our lives. It is hard to imagine now, but we were not always the big, confident adults that we are today. Just a few short years ago, we took our first steps into North Smithfield High School. We were nervous, unsure of how to get to each class, and many of us were still in the dark depths of the awkward stage. However, we all survived and helped each other make it through. We bonded as a class, even as we were taunted by the upperclassmen and labeled as the fresh meat. Coming from the Safe Shelter Middle School, the first day of 9th grade was terrifying, but thinking back now, it exemplifies how far we have come both as individuals and as a class. We have always been regarded as a kind, polite, and well-behaved group of kids. However, we have had our moments. For those of you who are the culprits of the Great Skittle Scare, that infamous day in 2010 may have been the biggest day of your lives as 13-year-olds. Just to recap for those of you who don't know, the Great Skittle Scare of 2010 started off like any other day in 8th grade, but took an unexpected turn when hundreds of Skittles somehow scattered all over the lobby and stairwell. This escapade ended with the entire 8th grade class getting called down to be reprimanded, and though it was harmless, it is a memory that is still brought up every once in a while in conversation. Let's keep traveling backward. Do you remember the Dare Kickball Tournament? I was recently reminded of the event when I volunteered at it in May. The dirt clouds that arose from the field at Hollowell brought back instant memories of the day that seemed to be the biggest day of our 5th grade lives. In those moments, nothing mattered more than kicking the red rubber ball as far as you could and making it to first base so that you and your classmates could be the ultimate kickball champions. Everything was so simple then, yet that day was so momentous and has stuck with us throughout all the years. Or how about those amazing days that came around twice a year? The big metal bookshelves that were wheeled into the library full of posters and books to signify none else but the Scholastic Book Fair. Or even Chicken Nugget Day in the elementary school cafeteria, where you not only get the treat of great nuggets, you could also enjoy the fun of bouncing them across the tables. Or think back as far as you possibly can. The first day of kindergarten, that was a huge day. That was the day where many of us met for the very first time, and look at us now. Not many people can say that the kid they sit next to in calculus is also the same kid they slept next to during nap time. That's what makes North Smithfield so unique and close-knit, and that's what makes today such a big day. The class of 2015 is more than just a group of seniors graduating at the same time. Throughout the years, we have formed a bond, each making an impact on each other's lives. All of my biggest days in my life will stick with me because all of you were a part of them. Thank you all for being amazing classmates and for helping to create the memories that I will take with me next year and for many years to come. Thank you for all being supportive and uplifting so that we as a class can make it through the challenging times that we have experienced, from navigating the halls of the high school to dealing with loss. Lastly, thank you for creating the family that is the North Smithfield High School class of 2015. Our education here at North Smithfield would not have been made possible without the help of a few others as well. I'd like to thank the teachers and faculty for the endless hours of work they have put into helping us get to this very spot. Not only have the teachers from the high school made an impact, but teachers across the whole district have also guided us all along the way. They have formed the basis of our education that will carry us into the next stage of our lives, whether that is college or the workforce. And aside from the body of knowledge we have gained over the past 4 years, the teachers and staff have also provided us with an incredible support system that was equally as important as the textbook information they were giving us as well. Finally, I would like to thank all of the parents, family, and friends in the audience, especially my own. My parents have given me nothing but unconditional love, which has helped shape me to become who I am today. There have been ups and downs over the past 4 years, but they have been by my side through all of it. A day never went by that my mom or dad did not guide me or comfort me through whatever decisions or challenges I was faced with, and I am so grateful for all they have given me. So once again, thank you. Before I end the speech and we prepare to cross the stage, I would like to return to the quote that I opened with. Today is inarguably a big day. However, in Izzy's words, you never know the biggest day of your life is going to be the biggest. So we will cross the stage, soak up the moment, and then celebrate this tremendous day that is our high school graduation. But there will be even bigger days ahead of us. We just do not know what they are yet. Although today will always be in our memories, we may someday look back upon it the same way that we now look back upon the kickball tournament or the first day of high school. The terrifying part about the future is that it is unknown, but that is also the beauty of it. We all have so much ahead of us and so many incredible moments to look forward to. For now, June 12, 2015 is the biggest day of our lives. But who knows what June 13th has in store. Thank you.